Here in my assessment, I dare say that the most important structural reform since the real plan, right? We estimate with this PEC an economy of 1 trillion and 100 billion reais in 6 years and almost 3 trillion reais in 10 years. And these are objective measures for us to end the amount of mandatory spending that we have today and free up more of the budget for public policies. So we attack the issue of super salaries, limiting compensation amounts in the Constitution. We also predict a 10% reduction in tax privileges, which many large companies today receive without giving due return to society. We also deal with military pensions, ending privileges that exist today. And most importantly, we disconnect, right, assistance and social security benefits of the minimum wage precisely because the minimum wage has to be linked to productivity, to the labor market, and assistance benefits and social security benefits should not be linked to productivity because they do not deal with market issues work. Today, we already start collecting signatures. The text is closed. As soon as we finish this interview, we shoot for you not only the text, but also the presentation that shows the fiscal scenario of the country and why this measure is important, and as Deputy Julio put it, why eventually it will have to be approved as a whole. Because either we take this course correction or we won't have money for us to pay social security, for us to pay continuous payment benefits. Oh, the estimated impact in 6 years is 1 trillion and 100 billion reais. After 5 years of validity of this PEC, we foresee that there will be a review via complementary law of this fiscal balance policy. If it's kept, right? The correction of the minimum wage for inflation, the decoupling from the continuous payment benefit and social security benefits in 10 years, the potential for savings of 3 trillion reais. The sacrifice is everyone's. So the public ministry and judiciary have the sacrifice of ending super salaries, the National Congress, right? What is the incentive today? The higher the net current revenue, the greater the parliamentary amendments. That is, the more the state collects, the more parliamentarians there are, have amendments, and can spend. What we are doing here is the opposite stimulus. The more parliamentarians cut spending, the more they will have for investment. It's in their bases, in their states. And the other important point that even the flight behind here spoke earlier, breaking the link between education and health does not mean investments. Social assistance has no constitutional link and is one of the investments that has grown the most since the 1988 Constitution. So much so that we are deconstituting the idea of giving more flexibility, right? The link in relation to health and education, sending the law to complement the idea, precisely thinking that we will have more and more elderly people and fewer young people. You can have the freedom for the President of the Republic to invest more in health because we will need to spend more on health. We will need to spend more on social security and less on education because we will have fewer students, we will have fewer young people, we will have fewer teenagers. And once again, reinforcing everyone's sacrifice. We are including the military, we are including parliamentary amendments, we are including super salaries, we are including the companies that receive the privileges, the tax benefits. So it is a structural solution precisely for us to lower inflation, for us to lower interest rates and bring credibility back to the country.